Welcome to Discover Indie Film. I'm Jeff Howard, and I am on Zoom right now with Jacqueline Linares. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Actually, hey, Jackie. I tried to do the Jacqueline to Jackie thing more smoothly.
I noticed it. I was like,
because you are Jacqueline in your film's credits, but you're Jackie in real life, and you're my friend now that we've been on Zoom for a while, so I'm only calling you Jackie.
Cool.
And I'm going to tell everyone listening that if you didn't hear the podcast before this one, it was a nice long interview with Jackie all about your life and your film What Friends Do, which was at the Sherman Oaks Film Festival, which is a festival that I am the festival runner, if you could feel the air quotes. And What Friends Do was an official selection at the Sherman Oaks Film Festival last year and took home the Programmer's Prize for Exceptional Filmmaking. And it is a wonderful film that people should check out if they want to check it out. Right now, it's not openly available, but people can go to the show notes of this podcast and see your Instagram, click on it, and say, "Hey, I want to see What Friends Do," because it made that old man cry. And you know, I didn't tell my joke earlier. I normally joke with people that there is actually a little inside joke in the jury for the film festivals, which is, well, one of my fellow jurors says, "If you make Jeff cry, it's in the festival."
Oh, wow!
With people like, you become a, I joke that I'm creeping up on 60 because I actually am, and it's hard to have feelings at this age. Actually, it's funny, but actually I have more feelings than ever, so it's just a bad joke. But anyway, thank you for your wonderful film.
Thank you for giving me a home.
People should check it out and check out your work, and in fact they should hunt you down and read your creative writing too, because
I do have a lot of that somewhere.
You're a genuine writer.
Thank you.
But this podcast won't be about your work. This podcast is about movies and your answers to the Discover Indie Film 4 questions, which are: name 3 favorite films, name an underrated film, name an overrated film, and name a lesser-known film that people should seek out. And honestly, the 4 questions are just a fun way to spark a conversation about movies, because they are the campfire stories of our time. So I'm very curious about your favorites. You want to say what 3 of your favorites are?
Yeah, actually, I'm, the first one that's, by the way, these are movies that are just at the front of my mind, right? It's impossible to pick the one and only. But top 3 at the moment is, because it's going to be re-released in theaters next month for the 20th anniversary, is Pride and Prejudice, directed by Joe Wright. I love that movie. I think it's just a hit every time I watch it. It's so good. The score, the visuals, just so much beauty and romance. It's wonderful. I love that movie so much. Keira Knightley, great, beautiful. What's his name? McFadden, that guy. He was in Succession. You can see him when he's like younger. It's really, I love that movie. It's so great. The second one it came out last year, I believe. It's by Alice Rockwalker. I don't think I'm saying her name right, but it's Italian. But it's La Chimera with Josh O'Connor.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say other brand names.
Of course you're allowed to say Hulu.
Okay, great.
Actually, how do I spell the title?
It's L-A, so La, and then Chimera is Chimera.
Oh, chimera, right? Like that's like a person or a creature that changes shape or something, right? Or,
Or
2 things at once or something. Yeah. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah, it was really good. And then Josh O'Connor, this was the movie that came out right before Challengers. So I think the Challengers overpowered or overshadowed this foreign indie film. But yeah, he's literally a British man and he does all of it in Italian, the whole movie. And it's just for those of us who like magical realism, again, incredible film. And then a third one that I've been returning to simply for its themes is Birdman, the 2013 banger. Yeah, I love Birdman.
Birdman's so good. And
I know.
And it is one of those ones that each time you see it, a little better, right?
Yeah, yeah, you see things you didn't realize, or like you remember things you didn't realize before. Like I didn't realize that I think the movie opens up with like jellyfish on a beach. And then there's like a later on like a monologue him talking about how he got stung by a jellyfish. And so like I didn't make that connection until like the third time I watched it. So yeah, and then just the themes of like what does it mean to be an artist, and the battle of making real quote unquote real art, and like in a world full of that prizes commerce so much. I've been thinking obviously a lot about that. So those are my top three for today, right
Do
now,
you, off the
9 p.m.
top of my head, I can't remember the extended title, but it was something like
Uh,
Birdman or
the Chronicles of something, something, something. I'm not looking it up
yeah.
because it's gonna
It
bother
was like
me.
really, I don't know, for a minute I got really into those long titles.
Yes,
I
it
think probably because it
was.
reminds me of Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah, or Kurt Vonnegut, and it's like, or the or it's like Slaughterhouse Five, or the Children's Crusades. Um, yes, it's Birdman, The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance.
Unexpected
That's
Virtue of Ignorance.
yeah.
That's freaking deep.
I know.
Such a good
Yeah,
film. Such a good
such a good
film.
film. I love that
All right,
film so
wait, before
much.
you say your third. Oh no, that was your third.
That was the third.
That's
Yeah,
your third. All right. Well, Pride and Prejudice, just fantastic costume drama. And it does
I know.
does feel like the British are just better at this than us sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe it's
Like,
just
yeah, that
but
whole movie is just like her deciding whether or not she like finds him like a pleasant fellow. And I'm just like riveted the entire time. Like, is he a good person? Who knows?
all right, but I have a
You
Birdman
know?
question for you just because
Yeah.
it's a divided the very ending when he jumps out the window, does he fly or does he fall?
I feel like he flies.
Because she looks up. Because Emma
Yeah.
Stone looks up and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
most people
Yeah.
who love the film agree that way. And people who don't pay attention think it's suicide at the end, but
Yeah. I feel like
I'm with
even
you.
if
She looks straight up. There's no way he fell.
exactly.
And
Exactly.
that taps into magical realism at the end there, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm with
Mm-hmm.
you. I think that's one of the I just love it. I mean, that's, of course, I love a realistic, authentic story,
Right.
but give me magical realism now and then just so that I can like feast on someone else's imagination.
Yeah, and it's just like a really good way to like pack in. Well, I'm saying it like it's a factory made thing, but it's like a good way to like just fit in a good metaphor to explain how you feel about a certain way. Makes sense of the chaos that we might experience.
Well, you are a writer, and if it weren't for analogy and metaphor, there'd be almost no reason for the for language.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Because
It's
we can't
totally
talk
true.
about things, but we can talk about things that are like those things when they're difficult. All right. Question two is a film that you feel is
Yeah.
underrated. And I'm going to chat for a minute because you were frozen. All right. Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
I think this is a good one.
Oh, Zoom is letting us down at the
Yes, I can
moment.
hear you. This movie, no. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're coming through again.
Okay, great. So this film in particular came out a little like maybe 2 or 3 years, don't quote me on that, but it came out before Roma. And I personally feel that despite having similar, like literally almost beat by beat story structures identical, this movie is better. And it's Jairo Bustamante's film Ichkanul. Um, no one's heard of it because it's a Guatemalan film, right? But same thing. It's like about an indigenous woman who is pregnant, right? And her story about like what that means in her community and all that stuff. Say again, literally almost the same as Roma. I honestly feel like who did Roma again? I forgot. Oh my
Roma
God.
was Quaron, right?
I feel like Coron watched Ichkanu and was like, wait. here we go. And then Roma got all of the like it's gonna like walked so that Roma could fly is how I feel. And then yeah, Ishkanu is wonderful, a wonderful Guatemalan film. And like again, if you liked Roma, you should watch Ichkanu. It's directed by Jairo Bustamante and totally underrated. And yeah, that's a really interesting director. I'm Guatemalan. Well, my family's from Guatemala, so I really do pay attention to that part of the world in terms of cinema. And Jairo Bustamante is really coming up with really great work right now.
All right. Well, so this is a film I haven't seen or even heard of.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm gonna write it for you in the
perfect. So I
chat
can.
because I know that like even for me, the sometimes I'm like, what is? How would you spell
Oh,
that?
got it. Right. It's almost right. Ixcanul. So it's
Yes, and
East
then
Canul.
this is
Okay.
and then oh wait, it's Hyro. But yeah, that's the director's name. But yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
wonderful. And if yeah, and then he came out with his another film recently called like Llorona, which is like uh a horror take on like the Guatemalan dictatorship. Again, perfect. I'm not one to watch horror movies, but I watched that one because I felt like I needed to, and I it was wonderful. It was great. And I think that one's on
Actually,
Prime.
that's well, I've got a we I watch a lot of films with a teenager who won't watch anything but horror. So yeah,
Oh,
that
okay.
La Llorona was yeah.
Oh, so you'd have seen it.
Yeah, well, that one's isn't it associated with one of the horror franchises? Like it's tangential to it, I think. Like one of the Insidious
Uh,
type things, or
oh no. I know what you're talking about. That's like a separate
oh, it's a
thing.
different one.
Yeah. But same
Gotcha.
director as H. Ganul, and then yeah, you should watch it with your teenager. I think they'd really enjoy it if they like foreign films as well, because it is in Spanish.
I just won't tell her that it's in Spanish.
He was a stricker.
All right, that was underrated. So now comes
hmm
overrated.
I'm like, I don't want to go to film school jail, but I really don't like Mulholland Drive.
No, that's that shouldn't send you to
I'm gonna go
jail
to
because
LA film jail.
is
But yeah,
that
I yeah, I actually I respect him so much because I think that it takes a lot to have a singular vision, and I think that David Lynch was absolutely a true artist. However, I don't vibe with any of his work. I tried watching Twin Peaks. I did not like Mulholland Drive. Blue Velvet gave me a stomach ache. And then after that stomach ache with Blue Velvet, I was like, I don't think this guy's for me.
no for
But
you?
I do respect him. I think he incredible work,
The
body of
funny
work
thing
that
is,
he
I can
has.
say like a lot of his stuff I love more than anything. He's actually
Yeah,
we lost him recently, but
I know.
he's he was amazingly funny, and Netflix had that
Hmm.
short he made in black and white where he interviews a monkey who speaks, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, I didn't
I
know
swear to God,
about
you got to
that.
look it
Maybe
up.
I'll
He
watch
was actually a
that.
funny
Yeah.
actor, but I loved Eraserhead, Blue Velvet. I was a big fan of almost
A
everything he's
lot of people
done,
do.
and I consider Mulholland Drive just good, like just okay.
Oh wow. Okay,
I
cool.
don't think there's anything essential in that one at all.
Okay, good. I
So
feel
so
great.
I
Yeah.
projected my feelings onto Jackie, and I thought, oh, he nailed it. That's the time that David Lynch kind of didn't make. He didn't tell a story that was important to him. I think I don't know, but I do love the beginning of the film where they're they're sitting there on the couch and there's a videotape on the coffee table, and the wife goes, "What's that?" And he goes, "It's a videotape." But anyway,
I like the pink paint scene is good. I like that a lot.
I have
But
had people tell me they love it, and I say to myself, "God, should I watch it again?" But I'd probably rather watch Blue Velvet again. But but I understand
yeah.
that giving you a bad stomach because that film cuts deep. So anyhow, there's
Yeah.
one thing left, and that is a lesser known film that people should seek out. That could have been East Canul, but feel free. What is your lesser known to seek out?
This is the movie I always bring up because I actually really love it, and I don't understand why more people haven't seen it. And it has to be like a like popular film, but it's American Animals with Barry Keoghan.
Oh man, Zoom is letting us down again.
Directed by shortly.
I got to hear you say American Animals, and then Zoom got all shaky. Your image. Oh, we probably should have turned, as much as nice it is to see you. I wonder if we should turn off video right now because it's kind of poopy right now.
Oh yeah, we could do that. How's that?
Yeah, let's see if we can finish out. So you said American Animals, and everything you said after that was choppy.
Yes, it's I feel like again, like I said, like it has all the ingredients to be like a hit, but I feel like so many people have not seen it. But American Animals, directed by Bart Layton, starring Barry Keoghan and Evan Peters. Have you seen it, Jeff?
I have not.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm looking at it right now. It's like free to watch on Pluto TV, I think. But yeah, it's the story of like it's half documentary, half fictionalized. Not fictionalized, but like recreated with actors. The attempt to steal the Audubon books from Transylvania University and like the young men who decided to do that. And
Oh, I
like,
remember. I saw a preview for that, and it looked really cool.
yeah, I love that movie. I think again, like I don't know why many more people haven't seen it because I feel like it alludes to our time and the age of the influencer where like you want to be remembered and you're like, what can I do to be remembered? But it's like you want to take the shortcut for it, you know? And then they're like, we're gonna be infamous art heists, art stealers. And then obviously it doesn't go the way that they planned. But I love that movie. I think it's great.
It looks cool. Okay, I am gonna try to watch that soon because I mean, a lot of these things you're naming, I want to watch. But
Yeah, that's also another
but I
one you could
remember this
watch.
one. It is funny. We'll never know what has to happen for a film, for an indie film to like, every once on indie film, just everyone becomes aware of it, or like, whatever. A Yorgos Lanthimos film all of a sudden like breaks through, and everyone's like, you got to see, Killing of a Sacred
Yeah.
Deer. Whereas a really cool film will come out, and people like me see a little ad for it or something. I go, that looks really interesting, and then like it comes and goes, and no one catches it. So
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I love American Animals and I feel like more people should watch it. It's a lot of fun too. It's a lot of fun.
yeah. Look, you can't go wrong with a well-made crime film,
Exactly. That's exactly it.
right? Excellent. All right. Well, it's funny. I'm tempted to. We'll turn back on video after I finish our closeout here.
Yeah.
But Jackie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff.
And I'm going to thank everyone for listening. I forgot to say this in the previous podcast, but hey, be nice. Like and subscribe to the Discover Indie Film podcast. If you want to learn more about this podcast, just go to discoverindiefilm.com. It's at DIF Wins on social media. Oh, I forgot to say this too. I started trying. I got to add this to my notes. There's also I'm about to name the 2 film festivals, but discoverindiefilm.com is for this podcast and the TV series that was born out of it. And there is discoverindiefilm.org, which is the nonprofit 501c3 charitable corporation for the arts that runs 2 film festivals in the Los Angeles area. One of those film festivals is the Sherman Oaks Film Festival that did the world premiere of Jackie's film What Friends Do. That's the Sherman Oaks Film Festival. If you want to learn more about that sucker, go to shermanoaksff.com, or it's at Sherman Oaks FF on social media. It's Sister Festival that we hold every June. Sherman Oaks is every December. Film Invasion Los Angeles is every June. You can learn more about that at filminvasionla.com, and it's at Film Invasion LA on social media. And in 2026 in January, there's going to be Film Invasion Lima for Lima, Peru. Proud of that. And I think I've named all the things I'm supposed to say.
That sounds about right.
All right, Jackie, thank you.
Thank you, Jeff.
And thank you, everyone, for listening.